your thoughts on how the team kind of responded? Obviously lost.
Yeah, it's a loss, and I think, one thing that Coach Fisher preaches is leave everything on the field, and I think that's exactly what this team did tonight. Some things don't go your way always, but I thought this team fought till they had nothing left, that's for sure.
How would you describe your performance tonight?
I don't know. Like I said, too many missed opportunities. I think we crossed the 50. I think 5 or 6 times without getting any points out of it, whether it was a penalty, whether it was a third and short we didn't get, whether it was an incomplete pass. I think there was 5 or 6 opportunities where we crossed the 50. I think 3 or 4 in the second half where we came up without points, even after that big kick return from Kermit. You get the ball on the 50-yard line. That's minimum 3 points. And we didn't get any.
When Kermit does break off that return, are you thinking we're going to go down?
Oh yeah, everyone was pumped up in the huddle. I saw the look in everybody's eyes. Everybody wanted it so bad. So.
As far as third down, what was kind of your thoughts on the struggles you had tonight on that?
Yeah, third downs is tough. We knew what we were going to deal with. We knew they were either going to drop 8 and rush 3 or blitz the house and play man. So, we saw what we saw, but like I said, too many missed opportunities.
Hey, Sean, with the amount Coach said the play, you want to be relevant in November. With the amount of success this team's had over the recent years, just what's the toughest part about now knowing that they've already clinched the division and now you guys are just playing for essentially a postseason berth and a better bowl?
Yeah, you got to keep the guys in the locker room. The older guys got to keep the younger guys up and realize that there's a lot to play for. The big thing, I had a talk with Dalvin at the end of the game. Dalvin and Travis and Bobo really just told them how proud I was, and I said that this team, they weren't around here in 2012 like I was, and I said that the team in 13 wouldn't have won if we didn't have those 2 losses in 12, because it takes, those guys came in and they never lost. And them realizing what a loss is and how much you stare and you see the students rush the field and you see how much that hurts, I think that's what set the tone for the entire offseason going in 13, which set everybody's tone.
As far as 12 was concerned, how do you, describe the similarities and differences between 12 and this year and what you think going forward?
Yeah, I think it is pretty similar. You got some young guys, and you still got a very talented football team, and I think everyone on the team has to realize that there's still a lot to play for. We still got to go into the swamp. NC State's a great football team too, and still have to go into the swamp and we've got a postseason bowl game and really set the tone and send the upperclassmen out the right way and set the tone for the younger-classmen.
As far as some of the false starts, movement, penalties, what was it? Was it just bad cohesion, the sound, confusion on play calls? What was it?
Oh, it wasn't that much confusion on play calls. It was, it's loud. You got a young O-line and who played awesome, but there's certain things, when the defense is shifting around on third down, they try to change some mic calls, try to change the look, and before you know it, the clock's at 0.
Even in defeat, are you still happy with the way the team came out and went toe-to-toe?
That's what I was saying before. Coach Fisher preaches leave it all on the field, and I think every single person who stepped foot on that field left it all on the field tonight, and that's what I was most proud about from this group of guys.
What was that like for you, man, to get your first snaps in an environment like this on the road?
It was, I don't know how much bigger it gets than this. All that stuff goes away after the first couple plays, except, everyone just gotta maintain their composure. It was nice to get that, to play in this atmosphere. This is what you dream of when you're 5 years old, playing in front of this crowd.
As far as one of the things going forward, it kind of was asked earlier, hey, it's not about trying to play in a better bowl. What's it like for this team to be in this situation, knowing that, okay, there isn't going to be a national championship, that it is about playing for pride and really trying to build off of this year for next year?
It is. That's what I think has to be the message that is portrayed in our locker room come Monday morning. I think the younger guys have to realize that there's still a lot to play for, and I think that the upperclassmen, have to go out the right way. And I think that come Monday morning, I think the upperclassmen have to preach that there's a lot to play for.
One more question. One thing is with Everett on the sideline, it seemed like you guys were pretty engaged between drives. And, what was those conversations like?
Yeah, it was good. He was helping me, telling me what he was seeing and everything. So he was helpful.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.